Sorry, guys. Hello, collective. Wherever you are, I hope your summer safe, surrounded by love, light, happiness, joy, abundance, and filled with so much faith. Real quick, can y'all do me a favor, please? Can you please hit that like button? Please hit share. Please hit subscribe. And please turn that notification bell on to all, so you can always be updated whenever I put another message out there for you guys. And if you like to donate, you do not have to. It is not a requirement, but it is truly appreciated. The information is in the description box down below. And thank you from the bottom of, but with all of my heart. Ahead of time to anybody and everybody who chooses to do so, and to everybody who has been, and for the super thanks and the memberships and everything. Thank you, thank you, thank you. May God bless your beautiful, gorgeous souls tenfold. Please keep in mind within watching any of my readings or anything that I post that you are in understanding and agreement that I am not reliable nor responsible for anybody's actions but my own. So please only take what resonates and leave what does not resonate for whom it resonates for. Remember, he could be a she could be he, or else could be Reaper, her. Just don't make anything fit. If it doesn't fit, you don't want to break your beautiful divine puzzle. Hey guys! Hi Ginger, how you doing? Hi Jenny, how you doing? Sorry guys, I tried to I went to go do this video 3 times. The third time finally let me do it. The first time I went to do it, I don't know what it was, like super small and tiny, the screen. I was like, what the heck? So I exited out of it, went to go again, and then I don't even know what happened the second time. And then yeah, the third time it finally let me do it. I don't know what's going on, but somebody doesn't want this message to get out, but it's coming out. So all right, I hope you're having a beautiful, blessed day. Lori, if you're here, you are the third winner. Um, just waiting to hear from you. Email and message you back. I commented back, so just email me your info and you know, order it for you right away as soon as I get it. Okay, so Lori, I believe, yeah, it was Lori. Okay, so yeah, just waiting on you, Lori, and the other two already got there. So well. I do have, just so you know, I do have a candle lit. My plants are just in the way. All right. Always make sure if you're watching a reading or if you're doing a reading yourself, you have a candle lit or the person has a candle lit. All right. You just can't see it right there. But anyway, any hoodles. So there's somebody from your past, okay, that is accepting defeat. They're giving up. They can't go on. And it's the strength because you're too strong, you're too powerful. They're realizing this, and somebody wants to come back in, and it's 6 of Cups in the upright. So somebody they're coming back, okay, or they want to. You might run into this person. I feel like to get some sort of answers. They want to come back to you to release some sort of burdens, maybe tell you what happened, confess something. All right. But they're accepting defeat. They're not coming with any negative intentions. They're coming to right their wrongs. They're throwing in the towel. Okay. They're realizing they're too strong, they're too powerful, that whatever they were trying to do is not working, and it's just causing them a lot more burdens and problems, and they want to now come back to release some sort of burdens, okay? Some sort of heavy burdens. All right. So let's see what this is going on here. All right, let me see. Where should I put these over here? Hope you are having a beautiful, blessed day. Sorry, so late, guys. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what does the collective need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Somebody, ooh, the 9 of Wands in the reverse. Okay, to the temptation, I said, yeah, the Temperance. I said temptation. Okay, somebody, maybe some sort of temptations going on. Somebody's like not in alignment though. Okay, somebody's not happy the fact that they have to give up though. All right, somebody could be, not doing too good. They might not be in, they're definitely not balanced. They could be under the influence possibly, or this could talk about the weight being over. They're giving up, like there's no more weight as well. It could be that as well. Somebody's giving up though. And I feel like too, yeah, because they're too, like I said, with the 9 of Wands to the Strength card, they had to give up because the 9 of Wands in reverse, they had to give up because you're too strong, you're too powerful, and it's weakening them. It's just destroying this person. You know what I mean? And I feel like too with that 9 of Wands in reverse, with the Temperance in the reverse, I feel like it's over. Like they're just not. It's not something you're gonna have to wait for. Like they're throwing in the towel. Like it's done. Like you know what I mean? They're not doing no more, stuff to you. The Knight of Pentacles. You're about to get a raise, a promotion, or job offer. All right. Somebody might want to come in and give back something that they took from you possibly. All right, but they're giving up. And I feel like they've been attacking your business, your work, or your finances a lot, okay? And they're accepting defeat. They're giving up. They're realizing that you're moving forward victoriously. So, but I feel like for some reason, something coming back to you. I feel like somebody just wants to give back something towards you, to you. And if they're attacking your work or your finances, they're giving that up. Yeah, because you're a star. Okay, you're about to get major victory. You're about to get some sort of level of finances, something. All right, whatever you're working on, you could be a healer. All right, but you're getting some sort of major because somebody's been attacking whatever you're working on. Okay, and you know what I mean. And it's so whatever this is, they're done doing it. So you're going to see an increase in like whatever you're doing. If you're whatever you're working on, okay, or in your finances in general. Like if you say you have your own job, your own business or whatever, and you haven't been getting as many clients as normal or whatever the situation is, or if work's been slow, whatever the situation is, you're going to see a major pickup into major success. Like it's going to be, you know what I mean? Things are going to be picking up very rapidly, okay? Or you're going to get a new job, okay? That's going to be very successful, okay? Could be something in the limelight that you're doing or will be doing, that you're getting the victory for because you're a star. You're going to get major success in this. It's going to be very lucky, very, if this is a job that's coming to you, this is going to be probably like your career or something that you're going to, it's, you know, something that you love. It's something that you always wanted, or if it's something that you're already doing, if it's, you know what I mean, somebody's just been attacking that, you're going to have like what you should have been having. You see what I'm saying? But somebody's been attacking it. Yeah, Knight of Pentacles. I do, how many shuffles I do? Page of Pentacles. Somebody wants to apologize. They might want to come in and I meant to say about to get a message. Okay, and I don't know why I said apologize. So maybe they want to apologize too. Somebody wants to come in. They want to give you a message, possibly offer you a job, or give back something that was taken from you. Something about money here. Knight of Pentacles. You're moving forward though in your finances. Okay, some sort of raise, promotion, or job offer coming in. Somebody could be watching you and want to offer you a job. Spirit. Or it could be a message about a financial come up as well. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. What was that card? Seven of Pentacles. Somebody wants to come invest in you. Whatever seed you're planting or flourishing beautifully. I feel like that's what it is. Okay, that card didn't, I'm not going to take the card because it didn't completely flip over or come out, but it like did that, you know what I mean? And flip back down. But I literally just said it could possibly be, you know, I'm not sure if it's somebody, you know, that wants to offer you a job. And I feel like that's what it is. Somebody could be watching you and wants to invest in you. They might want to come offer you a job or something, or help you work with whatever you're working on and to get you like major success. But whatever seed you're planting or flourishing beautifully, where you could possibly getting a message about some sort of investments. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what's the collective need to know? What do they need to be aware of? Please, thank you. This is the steampunk tarot. King of Wands. You've been standing in your power, looking damn good too at it. Your natural born leader. The Lovers, okay? Eight of Cups and then Page of Pentacles. About to get a message, okay? Somebody's choosing you and you're making the right choices, okay? You made a loving choice to walk away from somebody, all right? And somebody wants to tell you, or they did, and they want to come tell you. I feel like your person wants to walk away. The Lovers, you're making the right choices. You're making the right choices, okay? And start choosing to walk away from somebody, and they want to come tell you about this, okay? They want to tell you who they walked away from, or this could be an ex that wants to double back. I don't freaking know, okay? But they've realized is that the right choice, because the Lovers can talk about choices, making the right choice in the upright. So they're the right choices to walk away from whatever they were once doing, you know, and come forward and deliver some sort of message towards you. Somebody wishes they could go back in time. Somebody could be good with chemistry. Something about chemistry could be significant. I don't know what that's all about, but all right, and somebody's standing in their power, okay, and they want to come forward and tell you about this. It could be some sort of authority figure as well, or somebody that has some sort of authority. This might turn into a fight, okay? Somebody, you know what I mean? They might, or you might get a message about a fight. Maybe a fight broke out. Somebody walked away from somebody. Somebody could be standing up for you as well. Okay, like I said, somebody wants to they're throwing in the towel. They want to, I feel like there's somebody standing in their power and they want to fight for you. Okay, they're sticking up for you now. Okay, and you might get a message about somebody somebody getting into a fight and then breaking up and walking away or whatever the situation is, whether it's a relationship, friendship, whatever. Yeah, but they want to come towards you because you're the star. You could be a healer for sure. These two are on the fence. Okay, there's somebody could have got a divorce. But somebody could be in a dark group, cult, coven, secret society. But I feel like a fight broke out. Somebody, this could be a relationship, and they broke up and they got into a fight and they walked away, and they could be separated from this person. They could have gotten into a divorce, or they found out this person was in a dark group, cult, coven, secret society. And I feel like this person wants to now come apologize to you. They want to come apologize to you. And I feel like it's an ex of yours that wants to apologize. Somebody that was being very childish and petty in the past. Okay. They might have been married or they're in a dark group, cold coven, secret society. They might be worried they might come deliver you a message that might make you want to fight. Okay. All right. But I feel like I feel like this person is fighting for you. They're sticking up for you. They want to apologize because they get some sort of victory here. All right. And they've seen that ever since you walked away, how much you have healed, how much you have grown, and how successful you've gotten. Okay. Like you've been doing a lot better since you walked away from this person. And now they want to come apologize. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. And they know the right choice is to come apologize and to deliver some sort of message, you know what I mean, about whatever this is, whatever they were doing. They want to remember, like I said at the very beginning, is to right some sort of wrongs, to throw in the towels. They have to give up. And they want to come back in, like I said, they want to come back to right some sort of wrongs, to release some sort of heavy burdens. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. Five of Pentacles in a reverse. They don't want to be left out in the cold. Okay. And you know what I mean? They could have tried to, but you're working super hard to get out of that Five of Pentacles energy. Okay. And they're watching you. They're seeing you getting the success. And they were once attacking it, trying to stop you because they were jealous and envious. But somebody's, they're realizing it's not worth their time or their energy or the karma. Okay. And the trouble that it comes with by attacking you, because you're in your purpose or on your way there, most likely. And the right thing to do is to come repent. And that's the only thing that's going to lighten things up. Okay. They don't want to be left out in the cold because they know that you are the star. They were trying super hard to steal it. They were trying to steal your destiny, and it's not happening. They can't. So they want to come be a part of it. And they seem that ever since you walked away, you've been getting some sort of major level up, okay? Whether you realize it or not, but you have, okay? Or you've been doing a lot better since you walked away from this person. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. King of Cups. Somebody wants to come in there. It's over for somebody. Somebody wants to walk away, you know what I mean? They want to come to you in a loving manner. They want to apologize to you, and they want to come in the upright, okay? And they're ending it. You might find out about somebody that passed away. They're trying to, Ten of Swords is a painful permanent ending to somebody. You might find out somebody passed away. Page Bender, you get a message about someone passing. Maybe somebody that you actually meet. You might find, my deepest condolences. This might be somebody that you have that this might be like a family member. It could be someone or somebody that. My deepest condolences. Okay, somebody that got stabbed in the back. Or this could be somebody that you don't have bad blood with, or maybe somebody you haven't seen in a while, but like a loving person possibly. And I feel like they got stabbed in the back, whoever this is. A fight it could have been, they could have got beat. It's something bad. It could have been wrong place, wrong time, or I don't think that like if somebody did pass away, like they could have got beat into, like robbed or shot or something like that. You know what I mean? Like where I don't think this person should have went down like that. You know what I'm saying? It could have been like, maybe they're at the bar, got into a fight, somebody pulled out a weapon or something like that, or car accident, something like that. Yeah, Somebody that refuses to go inward, okay, and they're being forced to go inward, all right. They wish that they would go into soul search, all right. You're coming up out of hermit mode. If you're in hermit mode, you're coming up out, okay. And I feel like that was part of their plan, was to isolate you. I thought another card flipped over. Was to isolate you, and they were doing a lot of dark manipulation to have you isolated, but they're not doing that anymore. You fought for your spot. You know, you fought your way out of some isolation. You know what I mean? And you're about to be coming out. It's an ending to this, okay? It's an ending to you being, you know, put in a corner or sat down, and you need there, you know, it's good to be, you know, to have your sit down moment to heal and everything else, to get into your cocoon sometimes, but you know, it's time for you to get out, all right? Somebody doesn't want to hear the word no from you. Knight of Pentacles. Yeah, because you're going to get some sort of raise, promotion, or job offer, or some sort of level up in your finances. This feels really sad, okay? And I have a feeling that somebody might find out that somebody that they have, it could be a family member or somebody looked at like family, or like I feel like it's an older person possibly. Like, I don't think it's somebody you had, like, it feels like it's not somebody, like, you had bad blood with, or, like, somebody that was, like, I feel like a family member or something, or somebody you look at like a family. And they got betrayed, though. It was, like, some sort of betrayal, whether it was from somebody you know, or if it was, like, wrong place, wrong time, you know what I mean? Around the wrong crowd, something like that. But I feel like it's, like, an older gentleman, possibly. I'm not sure. And that they might be using that as a way to come back to you. Hey, did you hear that so-and-so? I got to tell you something, you know what I mean? And, you know, they might open up with that, like, reach out to you and, like, look, I really got to talk to you about something. Somebody passed away. So did you hear so-and-so passed away? And they might even go into, look, life's too short. You know, you never know when it's going to be your last day, and I don't want to hold resentment, and I just want to apologize. You know what I mean? They might try to go into apologizing to you that way, something like that. But it feels like real calm, real sad, though. Like, yeah. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. There's a gold digger. Somebody could have been married to a gold digger. They could be getting into a divorce from a gold digger. They could have gotten into a fight and ended it completely with this gold digger, and they want to leave this gold digger behind. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Somebody that'll do anything, whatever they, you know, they'll do anything to get money. They don't care how far they would go. They would even probably marry somebody, you know what I mean, just for, you know, for a come up, and then, like, try to unalive the person, you know what I mean? If the person's financially stable, they would go and marry the person, and then, you know, smile in their face and unalive them, like, literally, you know what I'm saying? Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, you release any deep emotional pain. I feel like this person's divorcing this person or walk away from this person, and they're releasing any deep emotional pain, and, you know, they're healed from whatever this is, or this could be your person coming in, you know what I mean? But there's somebody from your past that wants to come in, yeah, because they don't want to be left out. They're releasing any deep emotional pain. They don't want to come in. They don't want to be left out in the cold. And they healed from whatever this gold digger is, or his marriage, or whatever this case is. I feel like it's a marriage because it's underneath the Hierophant in the reverse, which could be like a fixed marriage or like a divorce. Could also talk about a dark group, cult, coven, secret society. Yeah, and they're leaving this person behind. They want to come and have wish fulfillment towards you. I feel like this is your person. With the first card out, the Lovers, I feel like it's your divine counterpart. All right, and yeah, they see you as ultimate wish fulfillment. You might even have a child together, or children together, possibly. You're about to have your dreams come true. They see you as their ultimate wish fulfillment. I feel like maybe something happened, maybe at a bar, or somebody was drinking. And I feel like some guy, like, ugly, something. Yeah, and you're getting justice, okay? You're getting the best possible outcome. If there's some sort of justice case coming in, or just your justice, it's part of what you're getting. It's going to be the best possible outcome. Way better. Yeah, you're getting your lover. Something about picture-proof evidence. See the pictures here? All right, because there's proof here what's going on. And the Knight of Cups in the reverse, okay? Yeah. be careful, because I feel like that person from your past, they want to come back and they're going to use possibly somebody's passing, okay, as an excuse to come in. They do want to right their wrongs. They want to apologize. They want you back, but you're going to say no to them. You have to say no to them for your actual person to come in, okay? And now they see that they want a love offer with you, but you're going to tell them no, you're going to end it, okay? They're going to try and give you a love offer, but you're not going to take it. All right, they're going to come, and I feel like they're coming in with evidence. And I feel like they're going to tell you possibly about somebody's passing. I'm strongly getting that. That might not be the case, but I feel like that's what it is. I feel like maybe somebody passed away recently, and maybe you don't know about this, and they're going to come use that as an excuse. And it's not even maybe it's so much an excuse, but I feel like that's their way. They're going to try to get in, so maybe you're not on talking terms with this person at all. They're going to bring you some sort of proof or evidence about what was done. They want to release some sort of heavy burdens and right their wrongs, right? They want a love offer to you, but you're not going to take it. It's in the reverse 10 swords. You ended it with this person. You want nothing to do with them, okay? And that's what you needed to do. But you will be seeing or talking to this person to get some sort of clarity, or like some sort of truth and clarity, some sort of closure, something, all right, or some sort of evidence, something that has to happen, it's meant to happen, but it's not going to be a relationship, because you have somebody that's coming in, okay? You just have to say no to any ex, okay? This person's standing in their power, okay? And they're going to come forward and bring some sort of truth and clarity, all right? But you know what I mean? And it's coming, it's happening. King on, you're very powerful. Yeah. You have some very powerful hitters that are like fighting for you in the background as well, and so are you as well. And I feel like too, you know what I mean? You might be hearing from something from the justice system as well. Somebody, or they could have, maybe they got caught up in something, and they're hoping that like they can sweet talk you or some shit. But there's something about evidence, some sort of proof, evidence. 10 of Cups, okay? Somebody was married. There's something about here on marriage here. But you're about to finally have like a wish fulfillment in your family life, your love life, and everything. They could have had a kid with this person, or they could have a family with this person. But this would have went here, 10 of Cups. This was a marriage of some sort. They were in some sort of falsified marriage or a stuck marriage, either your ex or this person that's coming in. They see you, though. They see you as their wish fulfillment. They want to come, they're releasing their ex, or I feel like maybe an ex-wife or something, and they want to come towards you, okay? And they see how strong and powerful you are, okay? They see your strength and your power, and you know what I mean? How you have the love for your family, or this is what's going to happen. You're going to create your own family. It's going to be very strong, loving family. Okay, if you've been having any family issues, that's going to be taken care of. I feel like somebody passed him. Yeah, so now this dark root, cold covenant, sacred sire, whatever this is, or this Queen of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse is up all night boohoo crying, okay? Because your strength, because your power, you standing in your power, and whoever this is that's standing in their power, they're doing the right thing, and there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. They're ending it, whatever the situation is, and they're coming forward with some sort of truth and clarity in whatever this is. And they're trapped on up all night, okay? So either about some sort of divorce or whatever the situation is. And they can't stop your actual person from coming in because they see you as their wish fulfillment. 7 of Wands, and because you're protected, you have your guard up. And this divine union, whatever this is protected as well. Your person's protecting you. I feel like you have I feel like your ex is protecting you as well. I feel like somebody's standing up for you. You're going to be surprised to find out who this is. I feel like it's your ex, or that somebody that you don't, you know what I mean? Somebody that wants to do the right thing. But you also have your, somebody could be a singer, like an artist of some sort. It looks like she's on stage, and that like just makes me think of like microphones, you know what I mean? Something about a concert could be significant. 5 of Pentacles, yeah, you're protected, and you're coming up out of it, you know what I mean, out of the 5 of Pentacles energy, okay? If you've been having money issues, that's over with, okay? You're not going to have that, okay? You have your guard up. But also, when your ex comes through, they're going to give you some sort, or whoever this is, it doesn't necessarily have to be an ex, but I feel like it is. They want to right their wrongs, but you keep your guard up towards them. They're going to come to you in a loving manner. They're going to do all that, but they're going to try to get a relationship from you again, but that's not going to happen. But they are going to bring some sort of justice to you. They're going to, give you right their wrongs, whatever, or tell you what was going on, or whatever the situation is. It's something that has to happen for to balance the scales out. But they don't want to be left out in the cold from you. They do want you to come back in, but no, don't do that. You keep your guard up to them. They, like I said earlier, they wish they can go back in time. They wish they could go into, a time machine and take back what they did. Yeah, because they got caught. Now they're going through a huge tower room of chaos, destruction, people, mayhem, because they got caught. Like, I caught this card. All right, they're also watching you have this huge transformation in a positive way. Yeah, they've been exposed, okay? And you're about to be extremely happy. The Sun card came up over top of the Justice and the Nine of Cups, okay? You're about to be extremely, extremely happy. And you're going to have the best possible outcome out of everything, okay? And everything's been exposed, okay? So you're getting justice here, okay? And Seven of Cups, all right, because all the illusions, all the manipulation, all right, has been exposed. They've been exposed for all the illusions and the manipulation, and everything else they did, right? So now that they're fighting because they're exposed for this, all right, and they're watching you, they're seeing you're about to have a lot of and you have a lot of options, a lot of opportunities coming your way. Somebody's been trying to stop this and end this, but they can't. Somebody that refuses to go inward, so they're being forced to go inward, all right. So now, and what else is this? The King of Wands. Yeah. So during this time, while all these illusions, manipulation, everything was going on, you've been standing in your power very, very, very prosperously. Okay. And now you're about to have a lot of opportunities coming your way that's going to make you extremely happy, very successful. And it's also came over top of the Nine of Cups and the Justice card. So it's going to be a lot of opportunities that's going to be very fulfilling to you. It's going to be like the best possible outcome. All right. And you're about to be extremely happy about this. All right. And it's going to be an ending to these people casting these illusions because it's been exposed for what they did. All right. And they see how strong and powerful you are. You're extremely strong. You're extremely powerful. Somebody could be a Leo because we have a Sun card here and the Strength card. All right. This could be you. This could be your person, or this could be somebody involved. Doesn't have to be. But yeah, but because you've been standing in your strength and your power, you still doing all these manipulation on everything else, you kept taking the lead because you're a natural born leader. You know what I mean? Now see how the smoke's right here, like all the smoke is clearing. There's only a little bit of smoke left here. There's a lot of smoke there and it's clearing up. Okay? And all these illusions are being shattered, like everyone's seeing through the bullshit, okay? And they're seeing now how strong and powerful you are because you've been standing in your strength and your power, and you've been, you know what I mean? And even during all the manipulation, everything else, you've been standing in your power and taking the lead when you needed to, and falling back when you need to, doing the right things. You see what I'm saying? And so I feel like somebody's fighting for you too. Like, I feel like somebody's sticking up for you. Somebody, like, a fight could have even broke out, man, because, and look at all the smoke up here. Now it's being cleared up. And I feel like somebody could, like, was talking shit about you or casting sort of illusions about you or something like this. And like something about a catfish could be significant. What do you call it? These are catfish. I started yellow. What do you call it? Catfish. Billy, so I'm explaining them. But like the smoke's being cleared up. You see what I'm saying? So I feel like somebody's even like fighting for you. Like, could, like, a physical fight could have even broken out. And when, yeah, see, now this person's also standing in their power. When people are sitting there talking crap about you, they're standing in their power and they're protecting you. They're like to the point where it could possibly be getting physical. Yo, guys, hold on. Side note, I gotta share that with you. My bad, yo, you gotta hear this. So the funniest shit happened today. You know what my cat did? That just reminded me of it. So Clyde. Oh shit, earlier, earlier I'm here just minding my own business, playing with my plans. And I hear meow. Clyde's at my door and he's meowing, right? Shit. He comes in, and Clyde comes in, goes for, there's no reason for this, like, this guy. He comes in and goes right over to his food bowl, literally his food bowl, like the door's right here and the food bowl's right there. Like he takes 2 steps in, goes right over to his food bowl, knocks his food bowl over. I'm still closing the door. That's how like this was. He walks in just to knock the food bowl over. I'm like, buddy, don't do that. There's no reason for you to do that. Stop. I go to I go to fucking cat. I go to pick up his food and he literally I bent over to pick up his food. His ass is right in my face. He farted. He farted right in my face, and it sounded so wet. And I can feel like the I can feel the wind hit my face. I was like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "You just fart, and it smelled so bad." It was like wet, and I looked over and like looked over at him. I looked over at him, and he's the way he's just looking back at me, and he just walked right back out the door. Like he literally came in here just to knock over his food bowl, so I would bend over and he could fart in my face and walk down. I was like, "Fuck, fuck, what the fuck has happened here?" Oh man, I was like, I'm telling everybody, Clyde. Oh shit. And that just reminded me of it. Oh, anyway. Why is this knocked over? Oh yeah, the tower card. So so now there's also whatever that was just a side note, guys. I just had to share that with you. Fucking Clyde crop dusted the shit out of me. Like it was so like exactly what he came to do. Like there was no other explanation for that shit. Like what? But anyway, so now that all the everything's been exposed, now they're going through chaos, destruction, and people in mayhem. But you have a lot of opportunities that's going to be very beneficial, very successful, that are protected as well, right? But anyway, sorry. Oh, that was so fucking hilarious. But anyway, you have a lot of opportunities coming that's going to be huge transformation for you too, okay? Because you've been standing in your power, even during the chaos. Yeah, look, while all these illusions, manipulation, everything was going on, there was a lot of fighting. You know, you went through a lot. There was a lot of chaos going on, a lot of turmoil. You know, shit's going all mayhem. The whole time you've been standing in your power, while everybody else would have been losing their fucking mind. You know what I mean? What didn't break you made you stronger. So I had to realize there too. What didn't kill you made you stronger, right? So now I feel like there's all types of chaos going on in these people's lives. That's why that person wants to come double back in. They want to repent, release their burdens, okay? Because now everything's, you know, being exposed, all right? Something about fighting for their spot or fighting for you, all right? And this is also whatever this divorces, or if this is a dark group, cold covenant, secret society, this is a whole bunch of turmoil. But it's like their whole life is like in turmoil, right? While you're moving forward victoriously, and they've been exposed for purposely causing all these illusions to cause chaos in your life, and you know, to try to, they've been exposed for this, and to cause these fights, to try to make you lose your mind and everything else. And they wouldn't even take a break of this. They were all planning to do all this to get rid of you, to cause some sort of endings to you. But they didn't expect you to be able to stay in your power. Okay, Knight of Swords and the Empress in reverse. They could be holding on to something that belongs to you, okay? But yeah, you had protection though. Somebody standing in your power and protecting you from this Empress in the reverse. This could be a mother figure. It could be like you know, it could just be anybody. Somebody's like in not all the queens embodied in one in the reverse. It could be a mother figure, an aunt. It could be you know, it could be your neighbor. It could be anybody. All right. But somebody's now coming, rushing, and protecting you against this person. It could be a mother figure or aunt or somebody that's holding on to something that belongs to you, or it could even be your wife or your whatever situation is. If you're married to some like horrible, you know, whatever situation is, and they're trying to hold you back, okay? But you're gonna have a reason to celebrate because it's come in. They've been exposed for this. They're doing this so that they could hold on to something that belongs to you, possibly some sort of money or a bank or something. And maybe that this mother figure was involved in this whole situation. Fucking Clyde, dude. But the whole time you were going through all of this, you were protected, okay? You made the right choices. You chose happiness. You chose to walk away when you needed to, you know, of what you needed to do, and to stand in your power the whole time, you know, even when you weren't sure what's going on. Now they're trapped in their head, okay? They don't know what to do. They're freaking out because they fell for their own trap. Somebody's terrified. You know, they're scared to death because their whole life's getting turned upside down. Somebody could possibly be going to jail, all right? They could have been trying to bind you. That's not going to happen. They're trapped in their head about your protection, okay? About you still getting your justice. You're getting an ultimate wish fulfillment. And, you know, yeah, because look, there's something in the courts. There's something going on in the courts, okay? Because this judgment card is over top of the justice. So there's something in the court procedures. Somebody that's holding on to, or whatever this is, or they got, and there's picture proof evidence here. They're under heavy judgment for what they did, okay? Maybe you call a judge on the situation, and there is a protection order here. I just realized that too, for sure. So maybe and I feel like the person that wants to double back in, they want to come in and apologize because they're under judgment, and they know that everything that they're going through is because of what they did to you. But there's something in the court proceedings for sure that's going on. So maybe somebody wants to hurry up and come apologize before you find out about this, and like you get like summons to court or whatever the situation is. All right. But they're under judgment while you're about to be happy and you're single, self-sufficient, independent, or on your way there. And if you're not yet, you're gonna be. Okay. It's part of your justice. And I feel like you're gonna get something from the justice system. If you look at this justice card, there's her with pictures in her hands. There's a scale here with like jewels here and like a feather here. See, the whole time your heart was as light as a feather. There wasn't something that was equally given out, and there's proof, there's evidence. It was something that was supposed to leave you financially stable, but somebody took this, okay, and they've been exposed for this. Now you're about to be extremely happy because somebody could have passed away with the Ten of Swords here to the Nine of Pentacles. Someone could have passed away and left this to you, and somebody tried to take it or whatever this is. The Emperor could be a karmic father figure or uncle or masculine energy, okay, that casts all these illusions, okay? I feel like it's the person that passed away. It's over top the Ten of Swords. Like I said earlier, I feel like it's an older masculine. It's over top the Ten of Swords. Who casted these illusions. This person might have passed away. He could have maybe got into an accident. Maybe it wasn't like wrong place, wrong time. It could have been from whatever this is. Maybe he lives a crazy ass, reckless lifestyle. But I feel like it's still somebody you had close to your heart, somebody that you had a lot of love for at one point. It could be like a father, an uncle, a grandfather. Like it could be, it could be a friend's parent, or it could be really anybody. But I feel like I said earlier, I feel like it's a masculine that passed away, and an older masculine. I feel like it doesn't have to be that old. Like they could be just like a little bit older than you, but like I feel like somebody that's older than you. I feel like it could be like a parental figure, possibly. It doesn't have to be your pure parent. You know what I mean? Yeah. And a mother, somebody like maybe parents. The Emperor in the reverse to the Empress in the reverse. Could be aunt and an uncle, a mom and a dad, or like a parent and like their girlfriend, boyfriend, whatever. You know what I mean? This is like a couple, a karmic couple, most likely. Or it could be like one could be like an uncle, or one could be a dad, one could be an aunt. Or, you know what I mean? Or so whatever the situation is. Or it could be just a couple. It doesn't have to be a family member, but it feels like that. It could even be like a boss, you know what I mean? It could be like a karmic boss. The Hangman in reverse, they were trying to have you call it. They tried to sacrifice you. That didn't happen. All right. They're trying to have you stuck and stagnant. You're not stuck. You're not stagnant. And they can't sacrifice you. So now their whole world, they're doing all this to try to sacrifice you, but they couldn't. Okay. Now they're freaking out because they're caught. They don't want to be caught. And because they couldn't trap you. They did all this to try and hope to get rid of you. Literally to get rid of you. This whole card, this whole deck is centered on the Ten of Swords, a painful permanent ending. Hold on, I have to let Clyde in. Come in, Clyde, baby. Yeah, but Two of Cups, you're coming into union with your divine counterpart. One could even be like, say this is twin flames. One could be your false flame, and one could be the Emperor in the reverse could be one of your guys' false flame, and the Empress in the reverse could be, you know, the other one's false flame. You know what I mean? Maybe it was you walking away from your false flame and your twin flame walking away from their false flame. Ow. And the masculine might have passed away. Hello? Come on in. You coming in, Clyde? Oh, he just opened the door, like cracked the door, and he's just standing at my door staring at me. He's had his little eyeball. He might heard me tell you guys what he did to me. He's just sitting there listening. I told Clyde. But yeah, that could even be it too, okay? Because you're coming into union, all right? Somebody's trying to stop this, and it's not happening. Somebody's getting divorced. So say if you're, it doesn't matter, okay? We'll say that, say if you're the feminine, just because there was a Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you could be the masculine, but you put the roles where they fit, all right? But with the Emperor in reverse, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it could be like, say you're the female, all right, and your person coming in, say if you're a twin flame, because I feel like that's probably what it is. If it's a twin flame, then like, you know, your true twin flame, maybe they were married to a gold digger, their false flame. They are divorcing that false flame. They identified their false flame now, and you know, you already released your false flame. You know what I mean? But maybe your false flame wants to come in to right some sort of wrongs here, right? And expose whatever, because either maybe they passed away. I don't know, some shit like this is happening here. And then, you know what I'm saying? But your person's leaving this other person, and they want to come and have a relationship with you and and you're about to get some sort of generational wealth, maybe an inheritance or something, or you're going to create generational wealth. It's going to be very like, this is going to be a power couple, or you're going to like either probably create something together, or you're not going to have to worry about anything with money. I feel like you're going to create. See how these two have their hands and they're both working together to make that yin yang here. Something that you are both going to, like a business you're going to do, or something you're going to create something together, like a family business. Okay. And it's going to, like that used to, it doesn't have to be family, but like it's the two of you are going to create together. It's going to be, you know, where you're going to be getting generational wealth. It's not like, oh, you're marrying into something. No, you're going to come in and you are both going to create it together. It's something that you are both, you know, going to work on. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit. What's the outcome, please and thank you? They're stuck. They can't move forward. Chariot in the reverse. There's no forward movement for them. They're stuck. They're caught. It's over for them. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, you've been working extremely hard, okay? And they're under judgment now because you've been working extremely hard to protect yourself, to walk away from what you know what no longer serves you, to choose happiness. And now that the more you work on yourself, yeah, you're going to create something with your person. You're meant to create some sort of business or something. All right, maybe somebody could be an engineer, don't have to be, but something that you're going to create, okay, that you're going to be working on. It's going to bring to a lot of money, okay? But whatever you're working on, all that hard work you're doing is protected. Is you're about to be extremely happy because you know you're going to have the best possible outcome out of this. It's part of your justice, all right? And the justice system could be watching you, regarding you, and protecting you, and watching what's going on. They've been exposed for what they did. Somebody could be making money or fake money, yeah, because they tried to steal from you. Seven of Swords in reverse. They got caught trying to rob you, and they can't deceive you. They can't rob you because you're protected. Look, and they cast a lot of illusions to try to rob you. Maybe of your business. This could even talk about your business, but you know what I mean? How they try to beat you down, casted these illusions, try to cause all this chaos and turmoil in your life. They try to sacrifice you, to have you trapped in your head. What they weren't counting on was you standing in your power. All right, and being very headstrong, okay? Because a lot of this was mind games that they were doing to try to make you lose your mind, and to either self-delete or to go into like a, you know, or spread enough lies about you and have people look so down on you that somebody else would like come up on the streets and just like take you out or something. You know what I mean? Like that, something like that. Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. But now they're trying to, whatever they tried to steal, they couldn't steal. Then somebody could have lost their job. They lost a lot of money because they were banking on sacrificing you to steal whatever this is. And they can't. All right, now they have no forward movement. They can't move forward, okay? And you releasing grief, pain, sorrow, agonies by standing in your power, looking damn good at doing it too, and keeping your sword up when you need to. And I'm cutting these people off. and being a natural born leader. Now you're about to have overflow, a passionate beginning in love, and a passionate beginning in whatever you're doing, especially your love life, where it's a time of overflow, especially when you were working super hard and there's a lot of bullshit that was going on. You weren't reaping what you should have, and it's because due to all this manipulation, but all that manipulation is being casted away, cleansed away. Now they're stuck on stagnant. They don't know what to do, and somebody else's whole world's getting turned upside down because the tables have turned, and you're moving forward victoriously. That's crazy. Clyde, come in, buddy. Something about the wheels turning. Somebody's being exposed for like their money, whatever, how they make their money. Maybe they actually like that's maybe they I don't know. Maybe they're like literally making like fake money, or how they make their money. I don't know. Whatever they do. Yeah, you've been working super hard, okay, through all this bullshit in a loving manner too, walking away lovingly, making the right choices, choosing to protect yourself, protect your work, and choose happiness, working hard for happiness and exposure of what they tried to steal from you, all these illusions, but didn't allow these illusions and this chaos and turmoil to turn your world upside down like it was meant to. Instead, you stayed the course, you weathered the storm, you stood in your power, you still took the lead during all this other bullcrap, didn't care about what other people were thinking or saying about you, or any of the chaos that they were causing. Okay, you fought for your spot. You worked super hard to do this. They were counting you out. They thought that you were gonna, self-delete, or that they would cast enough illusions about you that somebody else would end up wanting to take you out because people would think the worst of you. But it didn't happen that way, because what's done in the dark always comes to light. And that clearing debts, and I feel like that's like whoever this person is that wants to come forward, they want to clear their debt with you. They know they're in debt with you, and they know that what they're going through is because of what they did to you. And I feel like they're trying to beat you to like they want to beat you before you hear from the justice system about what's going on, about what they stole from you or attempted to steal from you. And they figured it's better to hear from them, right from them, instead of having fun. You know what I mean? Nothing shall be impossible unto you, Matthew 17:20. It's been like that since you were a child. It's because you're a child of God. It's something about your beauty. You're very beautiful, whether you're masculine or feminine. And to see how this clearing debts when they were top of the lovers. And that's why I feel like this ex, they know they're in debt with you. They know they are. And I feel like maybe you were working super hard, you know what I mean? In the past, possibly, like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe, like, it's because they were constantly playing around in your face and there was some sort of money here that's yours, or it's like whatever you're working on should have never been that hard, but they're doing everything that they were doing the most to try and stop it, block it, delay it, you know what I mean? Clear and steal it. Your self-care involves removing the heavy burdens of financial and emotional debts from your life. You already feel lighter and freer just by facing this topic and making a plan to clear present obligations and avoid future ones as well. So if you do, when you get this money, okay, if it's some sort of money that's coming to you, make sure if you do have any debts, you pay them off, okay. But I feel like it came in the reverse over top of the lovers, okay, and over the seven of wands. So I feel like what's happening is, they know they have to clear their debt, because whatever happened, it's, you know what I mean. That's the only way. That's the right choice to do. And I feel like you've been doing the right choices. They want to come in, they want to apologize, right their wrongs. They're gonna want a relationship with you, but you're gonna say no, okay. But it's something that they know they have to do. That's the only, that's it. They have to do it, and to apologize. They're worried though, because you have your guard up and you're working hard to protect yourself. It's like you put your gate up. You had that door shut. You worked hard to close this door to keep it shut and to work on yourself, to keep them out. Bountiful nature. They might even send somebody in, like how like this hawk is like on her hand. They might even use a messenger, okay, or then maybe they'll message you, but they might even send like somebody else in, okay, like looking at this, like, they tie back in the day, like little notes to like the birds freaking, you know what I mean? Not saying they're going to do that, but like they might send like a person in, like, yo, can you go tell so and so that like I need to talk to, or somebody passed away, and they're going to try and use that as their starter point, like, because they're like, oh well, I'm sure they'll talk to me, you know. if they don't know that their family member passed away or that so and so passed. You know what I mean? Use that as like, because maybe you're like, oh, well, what happened? You're gonna want to know what happened. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's somebody that you had, even if you weren't on good terms with them, you still loved the person. Like, I feel like it's a family member. It could be a father, it could be an uncle, it could be, you know what I mean, or friends, something like that. But you still have a lot of love for this person. Bountiful nature. Spending time in nature helps shift you to a higher vibration and remind you of God's infinite abundance. Go outside and enjoy a walk or hike with your pet. Meditate. Just want to fart in your face like meditate beneath a tree, garden, sit under the stars, or do some other activity to connect with the limitless vastness. Absolutely, make your garden inside like me. You can always have a garden everywhere. No, but get outside is very important. Meditate. Oh shit. Get outside. Yeah. See how the car went flying out right, right towards my window. Get outside. Someone needs to get outside. The plants are good to have too. Oh shit. My plant light just fell. Hold up. Wait a minute. Don't stop. Get it good. That could even mean too, even if it's at nighttime, because the light just fell, my plant light. So that could even be like a sign saying, even if it's at nighttime, it's best to go outside during the day, get the sun, vitamin D, but even at night, it can look at the stars. And it's like a 3 light thing. So I'm seeing this as stars. Sorry. Now it's like crowding my eyes. My bad, guys. Yeah, get outside. Even if it's at night, we look at the stars or whatever. Ask and you shall receive, that your joy may be full. John 16:24. Also, guys, like, because you want to get outside to ground yourself. Unless you have a grounding mat like I do, but you still want to get outside for sure. Your heavenly Father knoweth that you have need of all these things. Matthew 6:32. You never know who you're going to run into. You know what I mean? You might run into somebody as well. Dude, I'm seeing spots now because that light was just my eyeballs. What's going on today, man? Got Clyde crap dust to me. Lights falling over. Almost hit me. What's going on? Somebody's trying to steal your position, your spot. Somebody could have tried to get you fired. Or if you own your own business, they made you try to lose your business. If you have your own business, they could have been trying to like call the cops and say that you're not paying your taxes or you're doing something illegal. There's something here in the courts for sure. Or like I said, something about a family business. There could even be a family business that belongs to you. They casted illusions about your business to try to steal your business from you or your job. If you if you work for somebody else, they were trying to steal your job or your business. If you have your own business, say you have your own business or if you have your own platform, that's a business. They could have either like hit up whatever platform you use, or they could have went as far as hit up the IRS and tried saying that you're doing something illegal. And within confirmation, within doing that, they seen that you're doing everything 1,000,000% legal. They need to stop fucking playing their whole lives. Yeah, something they're looking into your work, what you do, how you make your money. And they're seeing that it's all guarded, it's all protected, it's been exposed, you know what I mean? You're doing everything in the upright. And that probably with them doing that, ended up getting the eyes that look back onto this person, whoever it was, when they probably make their money all types of shadily. You know what I mean? None out of this deck. 31, the balancer. Soar beyond all limiting concepts and embrace your spiritual self in the place beyond female and male, where we all truly are one energy. So about that yin yang, man. Remember I say the day I noticed on my one of my pink princesses, like the yin yang, and there was like another yin yang somewhere else on here. Somebody yin yang significant. Your other half, something about being in black and white could be significant. Any of these names could be your name, somebody involved, or passed on loved one's first, middle, or last name. Oh, that 2 of Cups. Yeah, that makes sense too. The 2 of Cups, the house that has the orange and blue yin yang. So yeah, exactly. the orange is like your sacral chakra, your creativity, your fertility, you know what I mean? What you're creating. And then with the blue, it's like, something maybe that you speak on, or something that you use your voice about too, or protection, whatever you're creating is protecting, whatever you're working together. All right, maybe somebody works with their hands with something, maybe with somebody, you know what I mean, works with their voice. You can, maybe that's what you're going to do. Maybe you're the face of something, or your person's the face of it, and the other one's, you know what I mean, or something like that significant. You could be seeing yin yangs a lot, possibly. Something about eights are significant. Any of these names could be your name, somebody involved, or passed on loved ones, first, middle, or last name. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what are some names involved in the situation, please and thank you? Yeah, some exposure happened that blew the top off of something, about some sort of illusions that they casted. Somebody's there mad because, yeah, looking, I'm seeing this too with these illusions, and I'm seeing this as the veil's being lifted, you know what I mean? The veil's being lifted about all these illusions. Something about somebody coming out of the closet, or an illusion about this. Somebody might be gay and they might be coming out of the closet, or they might have lied and said that you were gay. Something like that's significant for somebody. Yeah. Either they said that you were gay and you're not, or and they cast an illusion to try to stop people, suitors to come to you, or, something like that significant, or there's somebody that's gay here that's coming out of the closet. Something like that is significant. Somebody could have got picture proof of somebody, with the same sex, or whatever the situation is. Something like that is significant. Zach, step family, or Zach or Zachary, some step family could be significant. Something about like a showcase, or somebody feels like you something about a stage or something. Like it's like you're meant to be in the limelight of some sort. Like, Holy Spirit, you're not meant to be hidden. You're not meant to be put away. You're meant to be like seen, heard, and they're trying to shun you and keep you hidden and like discarded or some shit. That ain't happening. Jenny! One last time. Any other names? Wallace could be someone's name. Paul. In-laws. Some about step families and in-laws. Yeah, because somebody was married, I feel like. And they're in like a divorce or some shit. Jess, Jesse, Jessica, masculine or feminine. I miss you, Jesse. May you rest in peace. Nancy. Somebody's being like a Nancy, negative Nancy, because they can't move on from you and they're stuck and they're not. Coco. Or somebody could be a CO. Cheyenne. Somebody might be a correctional officer. Kelly. Todd. Steph or Stephanie. Brian. Kim, Kimmy, or Kimberly. Marcia. California. Dakota. Victoria or Vicky. Nichelle. Jenny. Jenny, or Jennifer. Lacey. Karen. Teresa. Violet. Danny, or Daniel, or Danielle. Terry. Gabby. Olivia. Hakeem. Brittany or Britt. Mike, Mikey, or Michael, or Michaels. Julie, Jules, or Jewel, masculine or feminine. Anthony, Anthony, Tone, or Tony. Love, miss you, Tony. May you rest in peace. Katrina. Chris, Christopher, or Chrissy, masculine or feminine. Your faith, okay, is what's protecting you. This literally landed right over top of the Seven of Wands, okay? your faith. You're working hard in your faith, and that's what's protecting you and exposing these people. You know what I mean? Now you're about to have the best possible outcome here. All right. And if you've been praying for like a relationship, like a true good relationship, you've been praying for all these people from your past, and everything to be exposed. Whatever this is happening because of how hard you're working, how hard you're working to protecting yourself and staying in your faith. Brad or Bradley, Ruben, the power of prayer, man. I'm telling you, it's something severe. Renee, and I know firsthand experience. Maria, Gabe or Gabriel, Archangel Gabriel is guiding and protecting you. What the heck? Desiree or Des, Carlos, Bella, Libby, Marvin, Giovanni. Something about Marvin Gaye could be significant. Somebody might be listening to love music. I'm thinking of you. Clay or Taklay, Hart, Toby, Mark. Somebody near to your heart might have put a mark on you. You might find out about this. Or somebody might have been marked out that was near to your heart. I feel like an older gentleman passed. So I feel like it's like a strongly getting that. My deepest condolences. I don't know if you're still on good terms with this person or not, but it's still somebody that you would, I feel like it's somebody that you still love. You know what I mean? I feel like it's like a family or somebody considered to be family, something like this, or somebody you just haven't seen, something like that. Something like that's happened. So my deepest condolences, if to anybody that lost anybody. That's it's a part of life, but it's all it's not an easy thing. You know what I mean? It's easier once you understand it more and know that this is not it. But still, it sucks not ever being able to see somebody again, especially if there's something there that you would like to have closure, but you never have that chance to talk to the person again. You know what I mean? And that's what it feels like. I feel like it's something like that. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe somebody's finding out that they don't have much time. That could be it too. Maybe they want to right their wrongs beforehand because they know you deserve it. But that's all I got. What am I doing now? That's all I got for you guys right now. Until next time, remember God loves you, so do I. Spread love, not hate, always. And please do not forget to give God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit the utmost love, respect, gratitude, and appreciation for all that they do for us. And please, if you did not hit that like button yet, what did you wait for? Oh, excuse me. I call my energy, my power back to me. I'm about to cleanse my energy and do a return to sender. I'm messing with yous. But it's feel green all of a sudden. What do you call it? I forgot what I was saying before that. If you get woken up in the middle of the night, pretty sure you're praying, praying against it. If you're waking up with some sort of nightmare, I don't know why I felt called to say that. Or if you're just getting especially woken up in the witching hours, you know what I mean? Especially in times between 12 or 3 in the morning. Make sure you don't just roll over and go right back to sleep. You're being woken up for a reason. So God's waking you up to get you on board to start praying against whatever the enemy's trying to take or do to you. Or, that's when they're trying to steal, rob, kill, steal, and destroy, especially during those hours. That's when the veil is the thinnest. You know what I mean? I don't know why I felt called to say that, but I don't know if it's been happening to somebody. That's why you get woken up. Alright, guys. Now clear my energy and do return to sender and calm energy and power back. Alright, good night. Lori, if you're on here, I'm still waiting for you. You're the third person. Wait to get your information. So I can order it for you. All right, guys. Good night, sweet dreams. God bless. I'll see you tomorrow.